Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a love reading for my dearest Virgos. Virgo, we're going to take a look at who you're going to marry, and if these messages resonate with you, I am going to ask that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings, so if you're after one, I have those links down below. All right, Virgos, let's see who this person is. All right, they're showing up as the Nine of Wands, okay. They're also showing up as the Strength card, so possibly a Leo or someone with strong Leo energy in their chart. They're viewing you as the Ace of Swords, okay. And the connection, we see the Empress. Ooh. All right, Taurus and Libran energy. So it definitely feels, Virgo, this is going to be a fruitful connection, one that possibly you have family, you have children, you blend families together, you create something beautiful here, something long-lasting. It does feel like it's a divine counterpart situation. And with the Six of Pentacles, this is definitely a strong soulmate, but it feels like you two really balance each other in the most harmonious ways. And, you know, you really just sort of fill in each other's gaps. I love this energy. Now, I do feel like this person is somebody who really does value balance and harmony in their relationships. And I feel like my Virgos, you're definitely going to appreciate that. But I also feel with the Nine of Wands here, this could be a past life soulmate connection. And I do feel like you meet this person and they may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed, all right? They may be burning the candle at both ends. You know, they could be working two jobs. They could just be balancing a lot of responsibilities. They could be somebody who has a tendency to overdo it at times, which I know my Virgos you can identify with. All right, let's see. And we see the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So this person, again, when you meet this person, they may not be taking action towards you, or they may not even be super focused on dating and relationships. Because it does look like they're really focused here on their responsibilities, on getting ahead, on paying off debt, on making sure that, you know, all their bases are covered. So I kind of feel like this may be somebody who maybe you don't think of them as a romantic partner when you first meet them. They could be a friend, they could be a coworker, or, you know, again, they're just not super focused on love when you do meet them. And we see a Tower moment, so Aries, Scorpio energy. But I do think this is going to be someone who you fall in love with unexpectedly. Again, it could be that there are sudden feelings that this is the one, like maybe this is like a friend or a coworker around you whom you're falling in love with. They may feel that way about you as well. Some of you, this person has been through some sort of Tower moment too. So again, it could be a job change, it could be a divorce, it could be some sort of ending, something that does feel, you know, quite earth-shattering here. And yeah, we get the Ace of Swords, but it's interesting. They're seeing you as the Ace of Swords, and how you're feeling, the Ace of Swords. So it does feel like you're someone brand new. It feels like this is someone that you trust. It feels like they really trust you. They are seeing this new beginning with you, Virgo, like kind of when they, you know, when the fog clears here from whatever this Tower moment is. Now, of course, you could be the Tower moment, okay? Or they could be the Tower moment for you, something that's just really unexpected here. I feel like this person loves your mind, Virgo, first and foremost, the way that you think, the way that you communicate. You both might really enjoy reading or learning. Again, you could meet in some sort of learning environment, taking a seminar at school, a course. Yeah, I feel like you both like to read or like listen to books, or there's just a strong intellectual connection here between the two of you. And it may start like that and really develop into something more. Not to say that there's not going to be an immediate physical attraction, but it just kind of feels like this person's a little bit distracted or overwhelmed when you meet them, and so they're not thinking that. All right. we see that we get strong Leo energy coming through, double Leo in this reading. So it does look like they most likely have Leo in their chart, or they embody these qualities of being positive, passionate, playful. They like attention, strength, and resilience is their hallmark. Now we see short-term energy. So your relationship with this person is not meant to last, but we are in a reading with the person that you're meant to marry. So although, yes, unfortunately for some of you, it could be that it's meant to be a short-lived marriage, but I don't really think so. I feel like this person, more than anything, isn't looking for anything long-term or focused on that when you meet them. But I feel that's the Tower moment, that this is something powerful. It is something long-lasting, because we see that with the Empress energy. They may also be getting out of something that was short-term here. We see that this person does not have children, Virgo, and they may be a traveler. So maybe this is somebody who doesn't or hasn't really settled down. They enjoy new experiences, places, and people. They have great stories to tell about their travels. Maybe they travel a lot for work. And again, maybe that their lifestyle with work or this travel isn't really conducive to them settling down. So with the Strength card here, we do see this Leo energy, that positive, passionate, playful energy. I mean, I do think they do get a lot of attention. I do think this is somebody who makes an impression when they come into the room. They themselves are a force to be reckoned with. They're funny as heck. Oh, so they have people in stitches laughing all the time. But they may be a little bit of a hot mess. I could see this, Virgo. All right. And they may have an unusual name. Okay, so that could be an ethnic name or like a modern name. All right. What else do my Virgos need to know about this person? What else do my Virgos need to know about this person? All right, they make something valuable with their own hands. They can speak more than one language fluently. All right, they may be vegetarian, or it's just they're a healthy eater, or they're on some sort of specialized diet. And they may be wearing red when you meet them, or red might be one of their favorite colors to wear. And that could be, red clothes. It could be, red nails. It could be a red lipstick, red shoes. They could drive a red car as well. But I feel this person enjoys wearing the color red. They look good in the color red. All right. This person is successful. They're self-made. They might own their own business. And again, people who own their own businesses usually work quite a lot. They're emotionally available, but maybe not at the very beginning, okay? Like when you first meet them, I feel like they're kind of, their head is elsewhere, their focus is elsewhere, but they are open and they're honest, and I feel meeting you makes them very well aware that they're ready for love, Virgo. And for some of you, they may have multicolored hair. Now, these are really specific messages that are not going to resonate with all of you, but they will be confirmation messages for some of you. But they could have red hair. See, there's that color red coming through. We also see gray, so whatever, they could have, salt and pepper colored hair. They could have some grays coming in. We also see pink, blue, purple, burgundy, or mixed color hair. Again, very specific message, not for all of my Virgos. And this could be now, or maybe when they were younger, they used to, do their hair in crazy colors, or they like to switch up their hair color. We also see that this person is spiritual, Virgo. All right. Now, the Ace of Swords, this is how they're viewing you. They see you as somebody they can really trust. It does feel like, Virgo, this person sees you for who you really are. All right. And we see the Four of Swords. They see you as somebody that brings them a lot of peace. They see that you're in chill mode. You're someone that doesn't stress them out or add any stress to their life. In fact, you probably feel a lot like home to this person. All right. And we see the King of Pentacles in reverse. So what I get with this King of Pentacles energy in reverse is this person may have like a change of heart as to how they see you. So like I said, for some of you, this could be somebody that is like a friend that becomes more, or a coworker that turns into something more. They may feel like, because you're kind of in chill mode, the Four of Swords, this person may also kind of feel like you don't want to invest in them, or you're not interested in them in that way because you're not making a move. Although I do think they feel really good around you and they love talking to you, and I think there's an attraction, they might think that you're not interested with that King of Pentacles, or you're not interested in anything long term. Again, that would be in the beginning. And we see the World card. This is how you're going to be feeling. So you might be waiting for them to close out a cycle so that they have more time, for love or for you. But I also feel like you sense with this World card, which is strong fixed energy, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius energy, like that there's going to be this new beginning. The World card, it can be, this is a brilliant success. Like, this is what your dreams coming full circle. So I do think that you feel quite strongly here, but you might not show it, and I feel like that would be very Virgo of you, not completely showing it until like this person's available or ready, or be just being cautious. All right, let's see what they really admire about my Virgos. What do they really admire about my Virgos? Yeah, they see you as a mentor, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. So again, that might just be how they see you with children or coworkers or your friends or your family members or them. But I love how he's sort of taken this person under their wing. Again, you give this person peace. You provide solace for this person. This person feels good around you, Virgo. And yeah, look at that. No surprise, Virgo, they see you as the rescuer archetype. You provide strength and support to others in crisis, and you act out of love with no expectation of reward. Yeah, beautiful. All right, so with the Empress energy here, this is the stuff divine counterparts are made of, right? I feel this is going to be a very loving, very nurturing, very creative, very passionate connection. In fact, it feels very much in alignment, Virgo. We see there's definitely going to be passion here. So try something you've never done before. I think you both are going to be pushed to do things differently within this relationship. Now, Spirit is saying that someone or both of you are going to have to put away the computer. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. So you both might have pretty high work hours. And someone here, you or them or both of you, and Virgo, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, Virgo. An addiction is affecting this relationship, and I know my Virgos out there can have a tendency to lean towards workaholism, okay? So just pay attention to that. But I feel like you both have like a very strong work ethic, but it is going to be really important that you're prioritizing the relationship. All right, now let's go ahead and see what else we need to know. What else do we need to know? Okay, so this is going to be a healing connection. Your romance will transform your life, that's for sure. Okay. Workplace romance. So again, some of you might start off as coworkers, but to me, this card is just saying that you two are really, really compatible, Virgo. But some of you could start off as coworkers, or somehow work brings you two together. You do something very similar. You work in the same field. You go into their job, they come into yours, you name it. And we see love language affirmation. So loving words hold great power. Again, I do think this connection is going to be really strongly built on conversation and trust. All right. But we also see that it's going to be a very physical connection. So a tender touch means so much. It's going to be electric when you two do touch each other. All right. And let's see if we get any important dates or times for my Virgos. Any important dates or times for my Virgos, please? Soon, it's going to happen sooner than expected. And we see August. So some of you could be August Virgos. We do see Leo energy. Some of you are connecting with an August Leo. I'm sorry. Yes, an August Leo or an August Virgo here. There could be something that happened in August that you look back in hindsight and see that helped bring you two together. So just really trust your intuition here. All right, my lovely Virgos, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.